Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Thames part of the Resistance Fallen Man Glitch exhibition. Now, I originally didn't expect this to be very interesting at all, but it turns out that there is a couple things to point out that are they're definitely worth pointing out, along with one pretty cool trick. Unfortunately, none of this is viable in the speedrun. The only real tech here is you want to get out of the Jeep because you're... Okay. So what just happened there was the Lark has a tendency to focus on Cartwright. Who knows? So what you want to do is you want to send Cartwright out and away to the right, send a Lark out, and then kill the Stalker. You can with a single Lark. It's sadly inconsistent. Okay, thank you. But that's the quickest way to do it. It's much quicker than having using the vehicle to kill the Stalker. And the Stalker can focus on Cartwright, so you're usually pretty safe. The only reason I'm coming in here right now is to trigger this fight and stop the hybrids from spawning, because they'll spawn infinitely otherwise. So, out here with the Jeep, there's some interesting Jeep physics to talk about. For instance, with terrains like these, you can get the Jeep in some pretty interesting predicaments. You could get on top of the Jeep pretty easy in some of these. So get stuck in the wall, in between the wall. What I'm trying to do right now is not get stuck. Come on. There we go. Oh, so in this situation, I'm actually able to get out of the Jeep and the game instantly puts me on top. If you position the Jeep exactly right, you can get on the Jeep and get into this tunnel. I have been unable to successfully replicate it a second time, but I promise you I did do it a first time, even if you don't see it on film here. It did happen. It is possible. It's simply a tunnel. It winds about just a little bit and then dead ends and you fall to your death. You can get stuck here in this corner if you get the Jeep up there and do this right, and you'll actually clip through the ground and fall to your death. So do take care with what you're trying to do here. It is possible you end up doing something you won't be too happy with. And then, if you remember from Somerset, what you could do with the Jeep is we could ram it into a wall, get out, and get on top of it if the Jeep had enough momentum. Unfortunately, the way this ground is textured, or the walls are, I don't know, no matter how fast you come here and you try this, you will never be able to pull that off. At least it's going to take an immense amount of skill. I was trying to get on top of the Jeep so I could get over this wall, and I was never successful with doing that, unfortunately. There are a lot of interesting textures here, though, that you could walk into, like mountain faces. You can technically see through them. There's a lot of that all over this map. I'm not going to point it all out, but yeah, trust me, there's a lot. Alright, so for speedrunning wise, all you gotta do here is just stick to the left. None of these guys can really kill you. You wanna try to kill these two, and then get into this. There is a checkpoint that you can, if you trigger the checkpoint and then die, it will auto put you in the stalker. If you're, I guess, low on health or worried about it, you can kill the you can kill yourself, or you could kill the stalker, but it's not really worth it because it's really easy to kill those two steelheads and then get into the stalker. You're not really at any risk unless the stalker gets down to less than a fourth of HP for some reason, which can happen. You need to make sure that you don't do that. These large rockets aren't really a big thing. They knock you around, but that's about it. It's these small rockets that he fires quite quickly. Those are the ones that you have to watch out for, because they'll do a lot of damage really fast. His patterns are not random. He either goes this way, or if you're not doing enough damage, he comes towards you aggressively, and then takes a dip into that to the right. After he dies, a gate lowers and these two stalkers spawn. These two stalkers are both optional. However, there is a checkpoint that is tied to, they both have to be dead. I made that look pretty easy, but those stalkers, there's a lot of RNG here. They can come, they can kill you really easy, and if they do that, you have to go and fight the Goliath all over again. So you need to be careful with those two. And stalkers do a lot of damage to each other, to the point where if you ever expose your back to them, the yellow power core you see down there, it actually only takes 2 stalker rockets to instantaneously kill another stalker. And you can kill yourself, so do be careful. Make sure you don't do that. And what you want to do is, once you kill everyone, just sit here firing rockets, and you'll spawn kill all of them. Get out, and it will automatically get you out on top of that stalker. So before we head on into the final fight, because that's it, that's Thames 3, I want to point a couple things out by walking back. The game didn't exactly intend you to walk back, and I don't know what these guys are doing. They're literally just a bunch of headless chickens. Usually there's 5 of them. I don't know where the 5th one went, but they'll just do this for hours. They literally do nothing at all. I don't know. Additionally, in here, those mountains, like that one I'm looking at, you're never meant to walk up against, so you can just push your face into and see through it. You can see the bottom of the map, etc. But that's all that's over there, unfortunately, in the Goliath section. This rubble, same thing. You're never really meant to walk up to it, so you can just, like, walk along it. See, there, wall doesn't exist. You can go into here, wall doesn't exist. That's just what they did. And at this point you may be like, alright, we're tired of seeing this. We get it, walls don't exist. Well, there is one interesting thing on this level. So if you get out of the stalker and you head over to the left, you'll come over to this little alcove that you can then jump into. And we'll see if I get it. I did not. So I clipped through, and already you may be asking questions. Yes, you can clip into the Widowmaker boss room. No, it does not spawn the Widowmaker. The spawn is actually walking through the door. yes, if you walk too far forward, there is no more floor. You will fall to your death and die. Hopefully that answered all of your questions there. What we're trying to do is the game can actually get you a super jump here. So I'm gonna try it. So the game forced me to the right, so I got a massive momentum boost right instead of up. But if done correctly, the game will shoot me up. So I'm trying to get one of those here for you guys. So you could see the super jump here. So if I can get it, it's pretty cool. Damn it. It requires some finagling. Like I'm not able to figure out how to get it consistently, unfortunately. Usually I get the push through the wall. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I'll try a little bit. Ooh. If I die, I have to redo that fight outside, which is slow. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's an example of one. I didn't get high enough. You actually can get high enough to get on top of that. In fact, I've gotten high enough to get all the way up there. Unfortunately, I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't actually get on top of the wall, but it's a bunch of snow-covered cliffs. I'm super curious if you can get up there and do anything about it, what it would be. So I'll try to get one super jump and actually get up there. So holding to the left definitely does not seem to help. Holding to the left is forcing me inbounds quite often. Oh, sorry about that. My phone vibrated. Holding to the right seems to not really do anything. So, letting go, you just slide back down. Holding forward seems 50-50 on whether or not you'll pop in or not. Ah. Alright, one more try. See if I can get this for you guys. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Damn it. I got the super jump. I got one. Hey, alright, well, either way, you saw it, it is possible, you can get up, you can walk all the way around, on top of this structure. From the top of the structure, you can hop inside behind the trigger, you can hop over this wall to get some terrain back there, you can hop into here. It's all empty void space. You can land on it, and then that's that. Unfortunately, there's nothing there.
It's down to this.
Additionally, if you clip into the Widowmaker area early, and we fight this Widowmaker like we do every Widowmaker, if you clip in early, there's a wall here that you can't get through. So you have nothing left to do but trigger the Widowmaker. But anyway, yeah, that is Thames. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in Tower.